conquering Tenerife wasn't quite that easy. In the beginning, the difficulty that the Spanish conquistadors were facing was that a country called Spain didn't really exist in the first place. Instead, today's Spain was called the Caliphate of Al-Andalus. And the conquistadors were busy fighting for their own country through 7 centuries. This fighting ended when the Aragon king, Fernando, and the Castilian queen, Isabella, defeated the Sultan of Granada in the year 1492. Fernando married Isabella, and with that marriage, Spain was created. Then, Fernando told Isabella,
Isabella, my dear, now we have Aragon, Castile, half of Italy, and Al-Andalus. I guess our Spain is the strongest country in Europe today.
Isabella replied,
Yes, whatever, Fernando, but didn't you know that I always wanted to be the queen of the first global superpower in history?
Isabella, what do you mean? Global? There's nothing global here. The earth is as flat as a pancake.
Krum, sorry to interrupt. I am Cristopher Colombus from Genova. I think that going global is a brilliant idea. May I show you the map of my friend, Paolo Toscanelli? This map shows clearly that the Earth is a globe and Chipangu is a country right next to Spain, just across the big sea.
And where is this smart Toscanelli from?
Oh, he's from Florence, that's the city of the Renaissance.
Florence? Renee what? I'm really not sure about these Italian fancy boys. But what the hell, let's give it a try. Go ahead, ragazzo Italiano, sail to Cipangu. We give you 3 caravel ships of the newest Portuguese make. Oh, and make sure you stop at Gomera Island and give my regards to the Duchess Beatrice.
Beatrice, come on! I don't even want to hear that name again.
Krum, I am Alonso Fernández de Lugo. What is this Genoese guy talking about? Cipangu? Never heard of that. But look, guys, if you give me soldiers and ships, I can conquer the Canary Islands for you.
Alonso, may I remind you that the Canary Islands are inhabited by the fearsome Wanches people. In 1488 they killed Beatrice's husband, Duke Hernan Peroza, on La Gomera. And in 1447, on La Palma, they killed Hernan's dear uncle, Don William Peroza. But Duke Hernan Peroza deserved his fate for all what he did. In 1481, he killed my favorite conquistador, Juan Recon, on La Gomera. I let him be arrested and brought to my court in chains. I only let him go because he spoke the Wanches language, so I told him to make peace with the Wanches. So what did he do? He captured the king of Galdar, Tenesor Semidan, and brought him here to Calatayud. I baptized Tenesor Semidan as a Christian, and I let both him and Hernan go back to the Canary Islands in peace.
King Fernando, may I remind you that I was the guy who helped Duke Hernan Peroza capture and bring you the king of Galdar, Tenesor Semidan, in 1481.
Yes, Alonso, I remember that. And then he put up all the trouble with Beatrice.
But who is this Beatrice?
I don't want to know who is Beatrice.
Hi guys, I just came back from Chipangu. Toscanelli was right. The Earth is a globe, and Chipangu is just on the other side of the ocean. And Duchess Beatrice of La Gomera was also really nice to me. Hey, King Fernando, you give me more ships now.
What? Cipangu is right there? My dear Columbus, I give you 17 ships, just go already.
In 1493, Alonso Fernández de Lugo defeated Tanausu, the king of La Palma Island. In 1494, Alonso landed his troops on Tenerife. But the Tenerife campaign didn't go as planned. The island is large and the terrain is difficult. And Alonso didn't have a proper tour guide. So, Bencomo lured Alonso into some deep canyon. The Wanches stood up on top of the canyon and yelled, "Hey, Alonso, mind the rockfall!" The rocks hailed down into the canyon, and ever since, that place on Tenerife is called La Matanza, the slaughter. Alonso fled to Gran Canaria, to the Cueva Pintada of Fernando Semidan.
Semidan, please help. I defeated Tenesor on La Palma. But now, as I went to conquer Tenerife, I stayed in a place called La Matanza for a while, and…
La Matanza? Ha, Alonso, do you even know why La Matanza is called like that? Because of you, loser. Never mind. I'll be your tour guide on Tenerife. Let's go and fight that Bencomo guy together.
So, in 1496, Semidan and Alonso defeated Bencomo. Alonso then wrote a letter to King Fernando.
Your Majesty, your godson Semidan me, we just conquered Tenerife. What should we do next?
Fernando replied,
That's great news, my dear Alonso. Henceforth, I name you the first governor in the history of Tenerife. Oh, there's something else about Her Excellence, Beatrice, the Duchess of La Gomera Island. Beatrice once lived here, in the royal court in Calatayud. And his father, Don Bobadilla, was my officer. And everyone knew that Beatrice is the prettiest girl in the whole country. Even way prettier than our Queen Isabel. Thigh wasn't he good at all, so Queen Isabel ordered Beatrice to marry that no-good Duke Hernan Peroza and move with him to the end of the world, to La Gomera.
But Gomera isn't the end of the world at all.
Who was that? Columbus?
Anyway, Beatrice became the Duchess of La Gomera. But Duke Hernan never loved Beatrice. Instead, he set up an affair with Isabella. She is the Wanches chieftain's, Oapalupo's daughter. In 1488, Oapalupo's son, Aotacupachi, put that no-good Hernan to death, for going secretly with Isabella while being married to Beatrice. So, Duke Hernan is dead, and my sweet Beatrice is a widow now. Alonso, my trusty conquistador, you shalt sail on to La Gomera, and you shalt marry Beatrice.
Krum, are you talking about my beautiful Beatrice?
Oh, Columbus, how did you get here again? Sure, I'm in. We can make the wedding in 1498.
Are you kidding me, Alonso? For 1498, I already booked Gomera.
Sorry, Columbus, in 1498 you won't find Beatrice on Gomera anymore. And also not in 1502.
You know what? I never go back to La Gomera again. And so that you know, Alonso, what I found wasn't Chipangu. I discovered a whole new world, America. I turned Spain into the world's first global superpower.